Hello again, everybody. It's Harry Boxer, the Technical Trader. TechTrader.com. It's Tuesday, the 25th of April. Well, it wasn't a turnaround Tuesday. It was a blowout extension Tuesday as the markets gapped up for a second day in a row. You see the Nasdaq 100, which exploded from under just over 55.05 to get up to 55.57 before a late pullback, closed at 55.48.9 range. The S&P popped from the 23.73 range to a high of 23.92. And close at 23.68.88. Excuse me. So a positive session for all the indices. From the technical standpoint, you can see that the weekly charts here, or the hourly charts, I should say, show the longer term pattern, and the triple top has blown through the top. We're at this point maybe in blow up stage with a 1, 2, 3, 4, and a big fifth wave up here. We'll have to just keep close tabs on support and stops. Let's go to the charts. There's a lot to talk about. Starting off with ATI, or an old friend of ours, which we gave you as a swing, and it didn't work. After a pullback of a couple months, popped again today. Big volume of 7.7 million, up 179, or about 10%. With 11.9 days to cover, this may very well retest that 24 range and maybe get up to 27.30 range. Something to watch. BitTab, well, a beautiful big base. After multiple lows down around 16, 17, stock started moving up in March, and a nice falling wedge, and exploded in the last 5-6 days in a row. The stock's went up from 23 and change to over 30, nearly 31. Actually did reach 31 today. So from that aspect, it's a little bit short-term extended. I'd love to see a consolidation in here, but at some point I think we're going to make 33.5 and 37. Caterpillar infrastructure play doing very well along with Deere. This is CAT. You can see the breakout of the multi-month consolidation range after the big run-up from the lows. Now I'm looking for 113 and 118. Deere, the other company in that group, which we gave a swing on here, has worked out well. It's gone from 89 to 114 in the last few months. Today was a key breakout above the congestion range, which is our consolidation area. I'm now looking for 119 and then 129. Semiconductor SIVA, I believe Israeli, you can see the rising channel. It's a beauty. This now broke out over resistance, it appears, and closed there. So for me, I'm looking for this to make an extended move towards 43 and eventually higher than that. 4.11 days to cover on that one. EDU exploded for another 410 or 6.5% today and is near the top of the long range channel. Maybe extended a little bit too far too fast. It's gone from 39 to 68 in the last 6 weeks. But momentum strong. We may see mid 70s before it's over. Epizyme, Biotech's had a good day today. EPZM in particular, coming out of a base pattern here, broke out and then retested the moving average in the platform, and then moved up. Today was a big spike up of 255 or 17% on a million shares. With 9.4 days to cover, my target's now 21, and then all the way up here at 28. FMI looking good. Little inverse head and shoulders or right-handed extended V, but there's a resistance in the zone, and it did back off of that during the day. Now, if it can hold 32 and take out 35, targeting 38.5 and 42. 8.7 days to cover on that one. Well, LABU broke out of its downtrend, and after consolidating and holding support, today was a little bit of a breakaway, and a pop and a good close. The highest close since mid-March, and with that resistance up there is 53 and then 55. That 53, 55 zone would be your next target zone. Followed by a longer term move perhaps into the low to mid-60s. LXU popped, broke out with a three-wave corrective pullback channel. Right hand extended V there, and the retest shows that we may get a run at the 12 and 14 levels. Those are my targets. This 12.36 days to cover this. Could get a follow through. MIME may have broken out today. You can see it pop through resistance. Although there is a high there at 24.60 and a spike high in November. Right now it looks like we're headed towards 27.31 and more. Major Robotics, after a big pop and pullback, reversed sharply today and closed with a nice gain of 98 cents or 3%. I don't think this is done. I think we're going to high 40s. This one looks interesting. There's 10 days to cover. Big day for Netflix, breaking out to new all-time highs and breaking out of a 3-month trading range. And that explosive move of 833 or 5.8%, 21 million, real big volume for that stock. At this point, would not be shocked to see 170-75 range in the next few weeks. Israeli communications equipment manufacturer Radware popped $1.15 or 7.5% today at 1,000,003. I've never seen the stock trade that volume going back a year and a half, especially on an update. That's significant. I think we go to 19, 21, 22 zone, something of that nature. RXDX, I've been marveling at this pattern, a big 5-wave decline, a nice base pattern, a breakout, and then a pullback channel, but today it popped out of it with an increase in volume, jumping 50 cents or 5.92%. I think this is going to test the 10 and then 11.5 range, with a longer intermediate target of 15. STM Micro broke out of its wedge and is headed higher. To me, the target is 20 plus, give or take a point, but looks like about 2021. TEX, another farm and construction equipment play along with Cat and Deere. Terex broke out of a 3 or 4 month consolidation. Looks like it's going to be testing 38 shortly, but my intermediate target's for mid-40s. 4 days to cover on that one. Well, swing trade let's see, TGTX exploded, ran up $1.60 or 15.4%, traded 3.75 million, the biggest volume in a couple months, and now all I got to do is get through the 12.24 range. All right, today 12.15. If we get through that, I'm looking for a move to 15. Intermediate term, 19.20. Triton, well, this rental and leasing company coming out of a base across a double top and retested, wedged, broke out, retested the apex, and boom, straight up from there. Looks to me like we're headed towards 36, 39. Those are my targets. V-Ray, very interesting package, or pattern I should say. Exploded in January, falling wedge. Exploded in March, falling channel. Yesterday bounced off to 50, today extending a little bit up a quarter, but it feels like if line picks up here, this could blow to 8, 9, and then 10, or better. And last day's wins, which came out with a good, well, at least there was a good report out of Macau, and then they had earnings after hours that were stellar. Stock's up to 123.4 range from 118. That's a breakout. Looking for 140 and much higher down the road. This is looking very good in here. That one has 3.2 days to cover. And that's it for tonight. Everyone have a good evening. I'll talk to you.